Today I'm going to show you some of the best mods in Hypixel Skyblock that I use to enhance the game. Make sure you hit subscribe and let's get straight into the video. Okay, so these are all the mods that I use. You can use a client or something to get these, but I suggest using Forge and then downloading all of these mods separately and putting them in your mods folder. So start off with, we've got not enough updates. Now this one is really useful. I believe this just mainly adds this search bar here. Now if you want to search any sort of item, you're trying to buy something, you're looking up stats of anything. So let's say we look up Necron armor, this will come up straight away and you can look at all the stats and all of that sort of thing, and you can scroll to find what stats that the items have. So this is really useful if you're looking up, say you want to buy an item, you want to find an item, any sort of thing like that. You can literally look up anything. You can even get all of the talismans. If you look up like accessory, then you can find a list of all the talismans basically. So that is really useful, and you can also sort by a bunch of different stuff, alphabetically, rarity, item worth, all that sort of thing. So you can, if you sort by item worth, then you get like the most expensive things up here. So things like the Death Ripper dagger, I don't even know what that is. This thing is probably pretty insane. But yeah, that is very, very useful. So the next one is SkyTools. Now SkyTools is one of the main things that I use. You kind of can't get away with this if you're using Forge. If you've got a client, you can you not use this, but so this is, I think this is not enough updates actually, but SkyTools adds a whole like UI which is really, really useful. So all of this sort of things like settings here, so this is SkyTools, so it adds a bunch of random stuff, like quality of life things. It adds a bunch of overlays, like dark auction thing. I don't know what exactly is not enough updates and what is SkyTools, so I suggest you get both of them. I think SkyTools might also add some stuff in dungeons and that sort of thing. It has a bunch of different UI things. So if you say you start farming, you will get a big UI pop up on your screen, and that will show you like how much you farmed, how close you are to. I think you do it like this. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't show up unless you're on the garden or something. Yeah, it adds a ton of different overlays, all of that sort of thing that are really useful, and it adds a sort of a new UI which is very useful. But yeah, like I said, I don't know what is exactly is dungeon rooms and what is SkyTools, so I definitely suggest get both of them. So Collection is the next one, and this one is really cool because everyone always asks me about this one. It's like it's one of the most requested mods that I talk about. So if you see there at the very bottom of this item here, it says lowest bin. So this is 170 million coins right now, which is the price on the AH that this sword is going for. So this is really, really useful if you're trying to sell items, because it shows you exactly what to sell them for, what they're going for. And like you can also use this to help you in dungeons if you're trying to decide whether something's profit or not. And yeah, it can show you the bin items on everything. So, and also it will add more tooltips. So it says, for example, item age as well. So there's 1.6 years on that giant sword, and this is 2.9 years. This is like the first item I got. This aspect of the end is 2.9 years old. So that is really cool. Yeah, it just has a bunch of tooltips. Eventually, it clears up the menus a bit, I feel like, and it gives you a ton of different stats that you otherwise wouldn't have. Which is really awesome. Collection, very useful. Now, next one is Patcher. So Patcher is just a really useful thing that fixes a bunch of bugs that you commonly get. I'm not sure exactly what it fixes. It also helps with your performance. So if you see, I maintain a complete constant 60 FPS just by, this is obviously due to your computer as well, but your video, say I've got mine limited to 60 FPS. You could up it if you want. But yeah, you get a really smooth game. There's no glitches, no bugs really. Or obviously other than ones that are just still in the game, but yeah, Patcher is really good and useful for that. So the last one is going to be dungeon rooms. Now this one is one of the very important, especially if you're doing dungeons, but I'm going to show you this in a dungeon. Okay, so we're now in a dungeon, and when you press P you get a bunch of this stuff that shows you all of the waypoints and stuff. So all you can see around me is just a bunch of these blocks being blue. This is sort of where you see that there will be secrets. I'm just doing a floor one just to show you guys. But yeah, there should be secret. You should be able to see secrets around the place, and they have markers on them, which makes it really easy to complete all the secrets and stuff. I can't actually see any right now, but yeah, I think they're on. I don't know. But is there even secrets on this floor? I don't know. But yeah, this thing is really useful because it shows you where all the secrets are, if it's actually working. I don't know if it's working at the moment, but this is like the most helpful thing for dungeons if you don't know where your secrets are. Why am I so? I'm really slow at the moment. I don't know why. Yeah, this is really helpful. Especially, I don't know, maybe the waypoints aren't on. A mod disabled for this run. Hotbar map may be bugged. Oh well, it's not working apparently. But Dungeon Rooms is one of the most useful mods that I've found in dungeons. This thing is really awesome. So why is it hotbar? Let me try and figure out how this works. Waypoints will have some show on your new dungeon room. Okay, let's try and get into a new room, and then it should come up with some dungeons. So some secrets, I mean. Okay, so here's also another feature. I don't know if this is Dungeon Rooms or Sky Tools or what, but there is solvers in this mod pack, or this mod group. So this is a solver for tic-tac-toe. This is the easiest one probably, but there is some really hard puzzles that do definitely need these solvers, like the blaze one is annoying to do otherwise, and all of that sort of thing. So yeah, it can be really useful to have this. But I don't think the secret thing is working at the moment. It says the hotbar move bug mod disabled for this run or something. But yeah, I know most of the secrets nowadays, but it is very useful to have these secrets when they are working. So yeah, definitely do install that mod. But that is a good list of all of them. But yeah, I hope you did enjoy today's video. I'll finish this run and then make sure you hit subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.